Hello, I'm Harsh and I want to present my topic which is XML. So basically what is an XML? XML stands for Extensible Markup Language and many might have the doubt like what is a markup language. So a markup language is nothing but a computer language that consists of easily understood keywords, names or tags that help format the overall view of a page and the data it contains. So XML is a markup language much like HTML. We can even say that HTML is the predecessor of XML, which is XML uses most of the functions of HTML and improves on it. XML was designed to store and transport data. XML was designed to be self-descriptive, which means it is easily understandable and easy to edit to. XML was designed to carry data with focus on what data is, which is XML is designed to focus or emphasize more on how the data is inputted, whereas HTML is designed to emphasize more on how the data is displayed to others. XML tags are not predefined like HTML tags. Like HTML has some predefined tags like name, address, etc. Whereas XML tags can be even custom made. Like we can use tags like product, money, cost, day, etc. XML stores data in plain text format. This provides a software and hardware independent way of storing, transporting, and sharing data. XML also makes it easier to expand or upgrade to new operating systems, new applications, or new browsers without losing data. Even XML also supports cross platforming, which is we can even use it on our computers, mobiles, etc. XML can be used to create new internet languages. Like XML can be used to describe other internet languages like XHTML, WSDL, RDF, RSS, etc. This is how a basic syntax diagram of XML looks. So first, the first line declares the specific XML version, and then comes the comment on it. Then the root element, which is the header of the which is the header of the HTML file, and then the child element follows it. So HTML even contain subchilds. Like if we want to write a HTML file on a product, so the root element will be the name of the product, but the subchild may be like the model of it, or the money, or the cost of it, or how much it costs, like that. And then the end tags contains a backslash and the header that we could choose. So XML has some specific syntax rules. All XML elements must have a closing tag. XML tags are case sensitive, which means that we cannot make the first letter of the word to be capital and the remaining smaller. So some uniformity must be followed. XML elements must be properly nested. XML document must have a root element, which means the header is the must. XML attribute value must be quoted, and then there are five predefined entity references in XML, like less than, greater than, ampersand, apostrophe, and quotation. Thank you. Yeah, hello. I want to present my topic, which is on internet questions on XML. So before speaking on internet questions, let's talk why we are using XML on present day. So basically, XML has helped to remove two constraints which are holding back web developments, which is dependence on a single inflexible document type, which is XML, HTML, and which was being used for tasks it was never designed for. And also the second one was the complexity of full SGML. SGML stands for Standard Generalized Markup Language, whose syntax allows many powerful but hard to program options. XML also contains few advantages, like it is a meta language used to describe other languages like XHTML, SVG, RDF, etc. And also XML is a platform independent. Like we can even use it on Windows on our phone, and even you can use it on either of the services like Android or iOS. It also helps for clear separation of data and presentation. You can present it in different forms like PDF, Word, .txt form, etc. Also, XML is often a complement to HTML, and XML separates data from HTML. So going to our topic. These are the few questions which might be asked on our interview. So first one is what is an XML? XML is called Extensible Markup Language, which is designed to carry or transport and store data. XML tags are not as predefined as HTML, but we can define our own user tags for simplicity. It mainly concentrates on storing of data, not on displaying of data. What are the main features of an XML? Main features of an XML are very easy to learn and implement. XML files are text files and no editor is required. Minimal and a limited number of syntax rules in XML. It is extensible and it specifies that structural rules of tags. The next one would be, what is an XML element? XML document contains an XML elements, and it starts from an element start tag to an end tag. It can contain other elements within a main element, an attribute, and the text. The next one would be, what is an SGML? SGML is a large and powerful standard generalized markup language which is used to define descriptions of the structure of different types of electronic documents. The next one would be, what is an XSLT and why is it important? XSLT is abbreviated as Extensible Style Sheet Language Transformation, which is used to transform an XML document to HTML before it is displayed to the browser. Then what would be a complex element? A complex element contains other elements or attribute, and it can contain other elements only. It can contain only text, or it can contain both elements and text. The next one would be, what is a C data? C data is unparsed data, data that cannot be parsed by the XML parser. Characters AND are illegal in XML elements. C data section starts with the following text and ends with the following text. So can graphics can be used in XML? Yeah, graphics can be included in XML by using XLinter and XLink and XPointer specifications. It supports graphic file formats like GIF, JPG, TIFF, PNG, CGM, EPS, and SVG. So what is an DTD? DTD is abbreviated as a document type definition. It is defined to build legal building blocks of an XML document. It defines the XML document structure with elements and attributes. So what is an XML editor? So sorry, my bad. Why is an XML editor is needed instead of Notepad? XML editors are required to write error-free XML documents, and it is used to validate against DTD or schema. Editors are able to check open and close tags, XML against DTD, XML against schema, and color code on XML syntax. So thank you. This was a presentation. Thank you for listening to us.